Welcome to another edition of Between Two Ferns, and my guest today is Matthew McConaughey.
Good to be here, Zach.
Between Two Ferns, the movie, is a spin-off of a web series of incredibly awkward celebrity interviews conducted by Zach Galifanakis. He asks questions that are misinformed, rude, or just downright hostile. Even though his guests are in on the joke, it is still very entertaining, a breath of fresh air when compared to your typical interviews with the same questions asked over and over again. I like to compare Between Two Ferns to the Eric Andre show, just minus the acid.
Holy shit, man, this should get you
My name is Marek, and today I will be talking about Between Two Ferns, the movie. Cheers.
Between Two Ferns, the movie.
Is it going to be in theaters? Not in theaters.
But how do you turn a series of web shorts into a full-length feature? To make it work, you need an ongoing story arc, something happening between Zach's interview that will somehow glue it all together. In this case, director Scott Aukerman decided to turn it into a road trip movie. Zach and his crew need to shoot 10 interviews on the road between North Carolina and Los Angeles. If they succeed at that, their boss, coked-up maniac Will Ferrell, will grant Zach a late-night talk show on a major TV station, which is his lifelong dream. At the same time, they are followed by another crew making a behind-the-scenes kind of documentary about Between Two Ferns. Obviously, the biggest selling point here are interviews, and this movie definitely delivers when it comes to that. There are plenty of those, and they are always funny. I love the ones with John Hamm and David Letterman the most, but the list goes on and on. We have Chance the Rapper, Brie Larson, Peter Dinklage, Benedict Cumberbatch, Keanu Reeves, Matthew McConaughey, whom they almost killed at the beginning of the movie.
Well, they turned the sprinklers on.
I also love the scene with Chrissy Teigen where she explained how her career have started, which was pretty hilarious. When it comes to celebrity cameos, I think only This Is the End can compare to this one. Those are the best parts of the movie. Unfortunately, the road trip aspect felt a bit forced and somehow unfinished. We see his interactions with the crew, his assistant, a cameraman and sound operator. They show some potential, especially Lauren Lapkus as a quirky assistant had some funny moments. One rather disturbing scene in particular comes to mind. Zach Galifanakis is definitely in his element here. His unaware awkwardness and comedic delivery are a delight to watch. That is his brand at this point, and he mastered it. Overall, I've had a great time watching it. Like all of you, what I wanted from this the most was the interviews with celebrities, and we've got a bunch of those, and they are all fantastic. The road trip moments were a bit weaker and lacked some chemistry, but I wouldn't say that they were all that bad. If given more time and a proper character development, there could be some more potential in those segments too. But obviously more focus went into interviews. And when it comes to those, like I said, I loved all of them, but maybe sometimes I wish they were a bit longer. Interestingly enough, there is a lot of great bloopers and unused scenes during the credits that were not used in the movie for some reason, which is too bad because honestly there were some great scenes there. And I believe that's about that when it comes to Between Two Ferns, the movie. If you enjoyed the humor of the original web series, there is no way you won't enjoy this movie. If not as a whole, then at the very least some of the Zach's interactions with celebs. You should get exactly what you were expecting going into watching this one. This is simply a good fun, nothing more, nothing less. At the beginning of this review I compared Between Two Ferns to the Eric Andre show. Another comparison that comes to my mind might be a bit odd, but I thought about MTV series Celebrity Deathmatch from the 90s, in which animated clay figures of celebrities were fighting with each other. Why do I think those two shows have something in common? In both of them the intention is to make a little bit of fun at the expense of famous people. And I guess we as an audience are enjoying seeing them in these kind of situations. And they also like to show that they can laugh at themselves. I recommend this movie to the long-time Zach's fans, but also to anyone who is into this kind of sense of humor. I would even say that there is a bit of heartwarming motivational message underlying this entire concept. It's that sometimes the simplest ideas are often the most brilliant ones, especially when executed by the right person.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, and ding-dongs.
Thank you so much for watching my video. Next to my head you should find more links to more content on my channel, and I will see you next time.